Hey, beautiful souls, it's your girl Sunshine, and welcome back to Energize Your Passion, the space where we breathe life into love, connection, and the experiences that truly light us up. Now, let me ask you something real. When was the last time your relationship felt new again? Not just comfortable, not just routine, but exciting, curious, playful, the kind of energy that makes you lean in instead of drift away. Today, we're talking about something fun, something fresh, and something surprisingly powerful. Yes, we're diving into how changing your environment, your bed, your view, and your vibe can shift your connection in ways you didn't even expect. But sometimes love doesn't need fixing. It just needs a new backdrop. So, whether you're planning your next getaway or just daydreaming about one, this episode is your invitation to move differently, love deeper, and rediscover each other in ways that feel exciting again. So, grab your favorite drink, settle in, and let's get into it. Segment 1: Why changing spaces changes everything. Hey, my beautiful people. Sunshine here, and we're kicking this off with a truth you might not have thought about before. Your environment shapes your energy, and your energy shapes your relationship. When you're in the same space every day, doing the same routines, it's easy to fall into patterns that feel predictable. Not bad, but not exactly exciting either. Now imagine this. One night, you're in a sleek downtown hotel with city lights glowing through the window. The next night, a cozy boutique stay with a soft lighting and quiet vibes. Then maybe a beachfront room where you wake up to waves. Each space invites a different version of you. And guess what? That means it invites a different version of your relationship too. Our first listener story is from Atlanta. We found each other again. Sunshine, my partner and I was honestly just going through the motions. We booked a trip but decided to stay at 3 different hotels instead of one. By the second night, we were laughing like we used to when we first met. It felt like we were meeting each other again in each new place. That's the power of shifting your surroundings. You're not stuck in your usual roles. You're not distracted by your everyday life. You're present. Our second listener story is from Phoenix. The reset I didn't know we needed. Hi, Sunshine. I didn't think switching hotels would matter. But every time we moved, it felt like we hit a reset button. We talked more, we touched more, we noticed each other again. That reset feeling, that's what we're after. Because love thrives in fresh energy. Now let's go a little deeper. Because this isn't just about pretty rooms or different views. It's about interrupting autopilot. So many relationships don't struggle because there's a lack of love. They struggle because there's a lack of awareness. You're moving through life together, but not always experiencing each other. When you step into a new space, your senses wake up. You notice things, the way your partner reacts to a new view, the way they move differently in a new environment, the way conversations shift when there are no familiar distractions. You start to see each other again, not as roles like partner, spouse, or significant other, but as individuals. And that's where the magic lives. Because attraction, connection, and curiosity all grow from seeing each other clearly. Hotel hopping also removes the invisible weight of expectation. When you stay in one place, there's this quiet pressure to make everything perfect. But when you're moving around, the energy becomes more flexible. If one place doesn't feel right, you move. If one day feels off, tomorrow is a new setting, a new vibe, a new opportunity. That kind of built in renewal is powerful. It tells your relationship we're allowed to shift, we're allowed to evolve, we're allowed to try again. And let's not ignore this part. There's something freeing about not being attached to one space. You're not worried about settling in. You're not focused on routine. You're simply experiencing. And when two people are experiencing something together, fully present, without distraction, connection naturally deepens. Another layer to this is how different environments highlight different emotional states. A bright open room might invite lighthearted conversation. A quiet, intimate space might create room for deeper talks. A lively hotel might bring out your playful side. So instead of trying to force certain conversations or moments, you allow the environment to guide you. That takes pressure off both of you. You don't have to make something happen. You just have to show up. And sometimes that's exactly what your relationship needs, a space where nothing is forced, but everything is possible. Now that we've opened the door to why changing spaces matter, let's talk about how this creates a rhythm in your relationship that keeps things alive instead of routine. Segment 2, creating a relationship rhythm that flows. Hey, Sunshine back with you. And now we're stepping into something deeper. Let's talk about relationship rhythm. Every couple has one, whether you realize it or not. It's how you communicate, connect, argue, laugh, and love. But here's the thing. When your rhythm gets too predictable, it can start to feel like background noise instead of music. Hotel hopping introduces something powerful. A variation creates engagement. Each new place shifts your pace. One hotel invites slow mornings, another inspires late night conversations. Another brings out your playful side. You're not forcing connection, you're experiencing it. Our third listener story is from Chicago. We started dating again. Sunshine. Every hotel felt like a different date. One night we dressed up, another we stayed in robes all day. It reminded us that we don't have to stop dating just because we're in a long-term relationship. Yes, that's it right there. You're not just partners. You're still choosing each other. Our fourth listener story is from Dallas. Different energy, different conversations. Hi, Sunshine. I noticed that in each hotel, we talked about different things. In one, we talked about our future. And another, we laughed about our past. It felt like layers of our relationship was opening up. That's the rhythm shifting. And when your rhythm flows, your connection grows. Now let's expand on that ideal of rhythm because it's not just about doing different things, it's about how those differences affect your emotional timing. Think about music for a moment. A great song isn't one note repeated over and over. It has changes, highs, lows, pauses, beats that surprise you. Your relationship needs that same kind of movement. Hotel hopping creates natural transitions from busy to calm, from social to intimate, from active to restful. And those transitions matter. They allow you to experience your partner in different emotional states and respond to each other in new ways. For example, in a calm setting, you might feel safe enough to open up about something you've been holding in. In a lively setting, you might laugh more, tense more, flirt more. In a luxurious setting, you might slow down and appreciate each other more intentionally. Each environment becomes a stage, and your relationship gets to perform in a new way each time. Now, here's something important: that rhythm doesn't just happen by accident. You can lean into it. You can ask, what does this space make us feel? How do we want to show up here? What can we try differently tonight? These simple questions create awareness, and awareness create connection. Another powerful piece of rhythm is anticipation. When you know you're moving into a new place the next day, there's excitement. What will it be like? How will we feel there? What kind of memories will we create? That anticipation keeps your energy engaged, it prevents stagnation, and it reminds you that your relationship is not static, it's alive. And also, let's talk about emotional reset. Sometime, even on vacation, tension can pop up. A disagreement, a misunderstanding, a moment of disconnection. But when you're hotel hopping, you don't stay stuck in that energy for long. The next move becomes a natural reset point. New space, new mood, new chance to reconnect. That doesn't mean you ignore issues. It means you don't let them define the entire experience. You keep moving forward together. And that's what a healthy rhythm looks like. Not perfection, but movement. Now, let's get into something even more exciting: how hotel hopping brings back playfulness, curiosity, and yes, that spark. Segment 3: Rekindling Spark Through Play and Curiosity. Hey, hey, Radiant Soul, Sunshine here, and let's talk about something we all want more of: that spark. You know the one? The laughter that comes easily, the excitement of being close, the curiosity about each other. Here's the truth: routine can dull the spark, but novelty brings it back. And hotel hopping, that's novelty on demand. Each new space gives you permission to try something different, be a little spontaneous. Let go of expectations. You're not stuck in your usual habits. You're free. Our fifth listener story comes from Miami. We became playful again. Sunshine. In one hotel, we ordered room service and had a picnic on the floor. In another, we danced in the room like no one was watching. I hadn't seen that side of us in years. That's not just fun, that's reconnection. Our sixth listener story is from Seattle. We let go of pressure. Hi, Sunshine. I realized I was putting pressure on our vacation to be perfect, but moving between hotels made it feel lighter. If one day wasn't great, the next place gave us a fresh start. That's powerful because love doesn't need perfection. It needs space to breathe. Now let's really lean into this idea of play and curiosity, because these two elements are often the first to fade when life gets busy. Play isn't just about games or silly moments. It's about lightness. It's about interacting without pressure. without expectation, without overthinking, and curiosity. That's about staying interested in your partner, not assuming you already know everything about them. Hotel hopping naturally brings both of these back. Why? Because you're stepping into unfamiliar territory, and unfamiliar spaces make you more open. You might ask, what do you want to do here? What feels fun right now? What haven't we tried before? Those questions open doors, and when doors open, connections flow. Another thing that happens in new environments is that you give yourself permission to break out of your usual identity. Maybe at home you're the responsible one. Maybe your partner is the quiet one. But in a new place, you can be whoever you want to be. You can flirt more, laugh louder, relax deeper. And when both of you step into that freedom, something shifts. You start to rediscover not just each other, but yourselves. And let's talk about spontaneity. Hotel hopping builds it right into your experience. You're already moving, already exploring, already adjusting. So trying something new doesn't feel like a big leap. It feels natural. Maybe you order something different. Try a new activity. Stay up later than usual. Wake up earlier for sunrise. These small shifts create big emotional impact. They remind you that life and love is meant to be experienced, not managed. And here's something really beautiful. When you laugh together in a new space, that memory sticks differently. It's not tied to routine. It's not blended into everyday life. It stands out. And those standout moments, they're the ones you come back to. They're the ones that remind you why you chose each other in the first place. So now that we've reignited the spark, let's talk about something deeper. How these experiences build emotional connection and lasting memories. Segment 4, Deepening Connection Through Shared Experiences. Hey, my beautiful community. Sunshine here. And now we're going deeper because beyond the fun, beyond the spark, there's something even more meaningful happening. You're building shared memories, and not just any memories, layered ones. Each hotel becomes its own chapter. Remember that rooftop view? Remember that tiny room where we stayed up talking? Remember that morning we didn't want to leave? These moments stack up and they create emotional anchors in your relationship. Our seventh listener story is from New York. We reconnected emotionally. Sunshine. One night we stayed somewhere quiet and we ended up talking for hours about things we hadn't shared in years. I realized how much I missed that death. That's what happens when distraction fades. Our eighth listener story is from Los Angeles. We created our own story. Hi, Sunshine. Every hotel felt like a different chapter in our love story. It wasn't just a trip. It felt like we were writing something together. And that's the beauty of it. You're not just traveling. You're creating meaning. Let's go deeper into that idea of meaning because this is where relationships truly grow. Shared experiences aren't just about what you do, they're about how those moments make you feel together. When you experience something new side by side, your brains and your hearts start linking those feelings to each other. Joy becomes shared, peace becomes shared, excitement becomes shared. And over time, that builds a strong emotional foundation. Hotel hopping accelerates this process because you're not relying on one experience. You're creating multiples, back to back moments that each carry their own emotional tone. It's like layering connection. One moment might be light and funny, another might be deep and emotional, another might be calm and reflective. And together, those layers create something rich, something lasting. Another important piece here is presence. When you're in a new place, you're more likely to be in the moment. You're noticing your surroundings, you're paying attention, you're engaged. And when both people are present at the same time, connection naturally deepens. There's less distraction, less autopilot, more awareness. And that awareness allows you to respond to each other in real time with care, with attention, and with intention. Let's also talk about vulnerability. New environments can create a sense of safety that allows people to open up. Maybe it's because you're away from your usual stressors. Maybe it's because the space feels neutral. But whatever the reason, people often share more in new settings. And when one person opens up, it invites the other to do the same. And now emotional intimacy grows not in one big moment, but in a series of small, honest exchanges. Hotel hopping gives you multiple opportunities for those exchanges, multiple chances to say, I've been thinking about this. I didn't realize I felt this way. I want us to grow in this area. And when those conversations happen across different environments, they don't feel heavy. They feel like part of the journey, like part of the story you're building together. And that's the real takeaway here. You're not just creating memories, you're creating a shared narrative, a story you can revisit, reflect on, and build from. Now let's bring it all together. What this experience really teaches us about love, connection, and keeping the energy alive. Segment 5, Key Takeaways and Your Invitation to Love Differently. Hey, my Energize Your Passion family. Sunshine here, and wow, what a journey we've been on today. Let's bring it home. Number 1, changing your environment changes your energy. New spaces brings out new sides of you and your relationship. Number 2, relationship rhythm needs variation. Mixing things up keeps your connection fluid instead of feeling stuck. Number 3, spark thrives on novelty. Playfulness, curiosity, and spontaneity comes alive when you step outside routine. Number 4, shared experiences deepen emotional bonds. Moments become memories, and memories becomes the glue that holds you together. So here's your invitation. The next time you travel, don't just go somewhere. Move differently, stay differently, love differently. Because sometimes the smallest shift, like changing hotels, can create the biggest transformation. If this episode spoke to your heart, I want you to do 3 things. Number 1, share this episode with someone you love or someone who needs a fresh perspective on connection. Number 2, leave a 5-star review and let others know what Energize Your Passion means to you. Number 3, and most importantly, take action. Plan the trip. Try the hotel hop. Create the moment, because your relationship deserves energy, intention, and a little bit of adventure. Until next time, keep your heart open, your energy high, and your passion alive. And I'll see you in the next episode. This is Sunshine, signing off.